Digital technology not only grows the economy, but it's also an important part of how we make everyday payments. Mastercard is working closely with fintech companies to ensure that previously excluded and underrepresented individuals can use payments technology and tools to help manage their money better.
My mum was a kind and lovely, generous lady. She would take money out of the cash point 2 or 3 times a day and give that cash away. She would visit shops multiple times a day and buy the same product multiple times a day because she'd forgotten she'd purchased it. And she definitely fell victim to fraud over the phone a lot.
Jayne Sibley's mum, June, lived with dementia for 7 years before her death. It reached a point where the family had no choice but to take away June's access to her money in order to protect her finances.
When you take away someone's financial independence, you take away their independence. So there was no longer the trip to the corner shop to buy the paper and the milk and chat to your neighbours on the way.
It led to Jayne and her husband creating the first debit card for people living with dementia. In partnership with Mastercard and the Alzheimer's Society, Sibstar enables the person living with dementia to have a debit card and the caregiver an app where they can set how and where that money is used. Research shows being independent and socially active can slow down dementia.
Just because you have dementia doesn't mean to say you can't choose your grandkids' Christmas presents or buy your sister a coffee at the coffee shop. You know, what we spend our money on is makes us who we are.
What we're able to do when a company like Sibstar comes to us with an idea is to be able to connect that idea, how they connect their consumers, into our network. So all of a sudden, that payment card can access all the merchants that accept payments across the UK, whether it's in person, a corner shop, or being able to shop online. So we can help them take an idea and turn it into reality quickly.
So Juliet, we're going to use eye tracking technology.
Mastercard is continually developing innovations to include more people across financial services. It works with traditional banks and fintechs. The Financial Conduct Authority estimates over 1 million people do not have access to banking in the UK.
There's something called the poverty premium, and that's the amount that people pay extra because they don't have access to digital payments. So, for example, if they're feeding the meter in the wall rather than being able to pay their electricity bill online, and that can amount to £430 a year extra that people who aren't digitally included end up paying.
Algebra is another fintech partner. It's an online bank that's ESG and Sharia compliant. Nizam says its purpose is to open up the financial sector to women, people from Muslim, Black African and Black Caribbean communities.
Mastercard were a no-brainer for us. They are fully aligned with our vision. Their global vision to bank over 1 billion people around the world. But locally, they are really committed to making sure different community groups have access to fair finance.
At the moment, 1 million people are unbanked. 13 million people aren't financially resilient. If we were able to bring all those people fully into the financial ecosystem, that could be worth £7 billion a year to the UK economy.
Inclusion should help both the economy and people. For Jayne, Sibstar is for the nearly 1 million people living with dementia in the UK. Her experience with her mum will help them to live a better life for longer. And this is an amazing legacy in memory of your mum.
Yeah. When I got the first Sibstar card, I went to see her and I showed her, yeah, that was good, wasn't it? I think she looked pleased. Yeah, I think she understood on some level and you know, that's enough.